I'll start recording here. Alright, we're live. This is called, it's a new game called Stanley Parable and the Stanley Parable. Real quick. Okay, so I got Benny and Ink Machine, Dead Space, Skull, and Stanley Parable, which we're playing currently. Let's get English subtitles just in case. You know, we might. I've never played this before. They've been recommended by friends, so no, I have not. The computer is barely visible. What time is it? See your chat. What time is it? It is currently 9:45. Head up, chat. It's fixing to be 9:46. So hold up. Hold up, chat. It's finna be 9:46. Alright, don't hit until it comes 9:46. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Oh, we got it right on time. Let's go. It's 9:46. But accessible settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay, thank you. Never played this game before. Let's play. Again, they said this was like a really good game. It was like one of those games where it's like an office game that has like a hidden background. Beep bop boop. Bap. Bobbly boop. What am I doing here? Should I go check out what my office mates are doing? Alright, see here, we're looking. Alright, we got.
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Jerry, Belinda, where are you? Oh, Kira, where you at? Where Belinda? Looking for Belinda. I don't know where this room is.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
If I don't stop and play around. If I don't. Oh, chat, what if I don't? If I don't, chat? If I just don't? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Oh, he don't let me leave. Darn. I went on my right. So I don't know if it's like a horror game or what. Again, it was recommended to me.
Ah, yes. Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth
Give
the
me a
detour
soda.
after all.
Give me a
just to spend
soda.
a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yep. Started
But
moving.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wanna take the door, chat? I don't think we take the door. Keep going.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I did. Okay, so I was bad at following directions. Ruh-rohs! Fixing to die.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yeah.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Oh god, I fell.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
I think
job,
I like this
Stanley.
game.
Everyone thinks you're very powerful.
I like this game. I like this game. Does it take me back all the way to the start? Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we can have like multiple different.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could
Stanley
mean.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So what if I don't go to the meeting room? What if I just go the other way? Stanley's gonna go back to his office, my guy. Where'd my office go? Guess it's just gone. I don't know. Let's look at that light. Go straight. Then we go to the door on the
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm fixing to go the wrong way, my guy.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what, chat? Do we want to save the other way for the other time? I think we'll do it. Okay, we'll go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna not do that, my guy.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
I did not.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes, I
so
did.
now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
I don't want to go left. I want to go left. I want to go right. I want to. I don't want to go left. But is there somewhere else I can go? God, I have to go to left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
You better not be pulling.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Ruh-roh, he didn't expect me to do that.
You went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I'm just gonna not listen to it.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Don't do this to me.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Brother, why you do that to me?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not gonna do it again. I'm gonna go off track again.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Oh.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Why can't I go through there? Let's go through the very left right now. Can I go through? Let's go to the left. Okay, I gotta find the story, cause this so far seems like a very fleshed out game. I feel like that this is gonna be a really, really good game. Just by looking at it, what we've gotten so far, looks like a good game. So, yeah, so we're just gonna have to like keep track of which doors we've gone through.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Don't do this to me, my guy.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This looks
Perhaps he
different.
had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays. So funny.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Yep.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's
Two
possible
doors.
the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I want to go that way. This looks different.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I got you, my guy. What just happened? I'm scared.
Now well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yep.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh,
That it?
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh no, this is not gonna be good. I'm gonna be good again.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just
Trademark.
follow the line.
Trademark's
How simple is
crazy.
that?
Yeah, keep saying Haha, I did not follow the line.
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I didn't leave it up to the line. I'm not doing it again. I'm just a silly little cheater. I probably should have went straight right way, so I wouldn't have been spoiled.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience.
I don't care,
of that
you keep
existence,
yapping.
Right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
No. No, stop it.
Cut the music, go back, and look at that fern.
I'm good. We're good again.
What? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, dang it, we're back.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Exactly.
We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make up our own story?
Exactly.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Exactly.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which direction? Which direction? I'm good, gang. Go back to my office. Chill out. Really goody gang, gonna make me go that way. Seriously.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Go back
Go
home.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Is this the game where you just sit at your computer for like 10,000 hours or something? Isn't that this game? After you beat it or something? This is boring. This is like the backrooms type stuff. Okay, we're just going in a circle, buddy. Okay, we're just going in a circle. Come on now.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Why do you keep just trademarking everything? Is it making me go this way or? I'm acknowledging it, I'm looking right at it. Dang it, so I did it again, wasting my own time.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
No.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I'm going left door.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to
I've actually been
restart the
streaming
game
for 18 minutes.
8 times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Wait a minute.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
I'm scared.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are.
Quit
right
yapping.
now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I'm scared. Where's my narrator friend?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm scared. This game is scaring me.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Especially,
He
yeah.
thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
Whoa, we're getting trippy, buddy.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And
Whoa, it's getting trippy.
And wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams. The truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Yep.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My
That's
life
great.
is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I am okay.
Yeah. Retros.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
What's a Sigma? Oh, are we restarting again?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
No, it's not.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had
Stanley?
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
It's Stanley.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Oh,
And
no.
in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
That's scary. Am I Jalissa?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley is the dead man.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay.
he entered the door on his
Do
left.
exactly what he wants me to do. This is the ending that we're gonna go for here. Hey, what's
Yet there was
up?
not a single person
Appreciate
here
it,
either.
man.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm going to literally do exactly what it tells me here. Not gonna move to a detour like down there. Not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna go straight to my boss's office.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Ruh-roh,
Stanley was
there's
once
nobody
again
here.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the
Just the
boss had assigned
darn
it
thing.
an extra secret PIN number.
Is it-
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Yeah!
Stanley happened to input the correct code.
It's not like
by
you told
sheer
me or
luck.
nothing.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Oh, it's over there. If you aren't here for a minute, this is the Stanley Parables. Having a lot of fun playing this game. Really fun. It's back here. Nothing. It's a lot of fun. It's a really good game so far. I've actually had a lot of fun with it. This will go down. I'm getting vending machine vibes from this game. I don't know why. Just am. Just like from the dark, kind of grungy kind of scenes.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he
Scenes
felt a
and
bit peculiar.
places.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest,
Yeah.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Yeah.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Yeah.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. I don't think I want to go back here. I want to go back up. Should I go back down here? I should go back down here.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Uh-oh.
large door that read
That's,
Mind Control Facility.
I don't think I want to go in there. I think I want to go over here. Wait a minute. Hold up. That's not making sense. This says escape. But I don't know. We'll go that way? Do I go this way? He'll be trying to trap me or something. What you guys think? I think I go this
Although
way.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
What's happening? Guess we're going up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Because
well,
I'm
that's a
scared.
Great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I went back up to my boss's office because I'm scared. Doesn't look like my boss's office. Oh, yes, it does. I'm gonna go back up here because
Here we are,
I'm
Stanley.
scared.
It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
Thank you, Dad.
This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other.
Please stop
weaving
yapping.
a rich tapestry of
Straight yap.
uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat. Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Because I'm smart, bruh. Get it.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No, we're not.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Yep.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there.
Yep.
Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
I love messing with this guy. We're gonna go down again. If he says something, we're gonna go up one more time. Until he just gets mad and restarts the game.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Ruh-rohs. We haven't been
This
here.
absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Bet, I want some of that.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
I don't care. I don't care, buddy. It's been a really fun game so far. I've liked it a lot already.
All right.
It's gonna be.
I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this, of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I
Wait.
mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's
I go down
just
again.
how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A
Yes.
breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Yep. Obviously. What if I go down one more time? There's so many different. Can't go down Oh man, we're back again.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
But I'm scared. I'm goody gang. So we're gonna go through here.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Pushing buttons. I'm good
The
at that.
lights rose on an enormous room packed with
Oh my god, I've been here before.
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I've been
Stanley
here
thought to
before.
himself.
I've played these
Did he
games
have the strength
before.
to find out.
I've played these games before. I'm confused. What do I do? Oh, it wants me to go over here. I played these games before. Which one do I- Go down.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
I've been here
Their
before.
true nature revealed.
I've played these games before.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm getting goosebumps. Can't tell if I'm cold. Bless you. I can't tell if I'm.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
I couldn't
own
do this
life
IRL
in
because I'm
someone
scared.
else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, so do I pick like 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, I think I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2, and I know where 3 is. So I just need to find 4. Is there an 8 here? Is there an 8? That's the question. Is there an 8 or is there just 1, 2, 3, 4? This. Because if there was an 8, then that would be. I'd actually be able to, you know. What's that? No, let me go up there. It was 2, 4. No, it was 2, 8, 4, 5. No, it was 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 5, 8. Is that the code? Ooga booga. I don't. 4's up there, my God. I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Do I go in order, like 1, 2, 3, or? So then, I'm confused. Is 3 up there? Oh, the door's been open this whole time. I'm an idiot, dude. The door's been open this whole time.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yep.
After
Yes, I
they
did.
kept you enslaved all these years, you
Yep.
go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes, it is. Yep, yes, it is.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Jeez, that's
Other
hard.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
0521.
Thank goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Wait a minute, is
But
there a
I'm
0?
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
I would
These are
appreciate that.
precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
That was intense. We're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that we can try. Okay, so far what we've tried is that we have gone to the
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So we went to the left. We could go on or we could go on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I've taken the door on the left. But I've gone through here, and what if I don't die? I just straight up don't fall off.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait a minute, have I been through here before? I think I've been through here. I think that was like my last one. Dang it, I gotta die. Oh, well, I can just go ahead and do that one-handed.
Either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I ain't turning around, I don't know what you're looking at.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yep.
No reason to still be here.
Yes, there is. There's a big reason to still be here. Waste of your time.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
Nope.
At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because it's silly. Because it's super silly. I can twerk.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story.
Makes me run like a freshman each class.
Whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Quit yapping, you're yapping. Yapatron 3000. Shut your pie hole.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah, I thought so.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
XD is
I hope
crazy.
your friends find this concerning.
I'm aware. Because there's a broom closet ending, I bet.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
My God, chill out. Why are you so mad? I'm just standing here in the room closet.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh, I'm dead?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen.
I did not do
Well,
that.
in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Can you please stop
All right.
yapping?
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm still gonna stay in the broom closet and see what happens. I know it's getting boring just sitting here in the broom closet, but Yapatron 3000 has been going crazy. I'm fixing to be a freshman and run to class. I'm staying.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So we've gone up, and we've gone down. Have we checked here? Oh, are we gonna have another closet situation? I need to take a whiz, bro. Let me take a whiz, guys. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I'm kind of scared. Let me wash my hands. Ew, poor. Y'all have Dove soap? Ew.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues
This
to
wasn't here
his
last time.
situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a
just said
single
it.
minute to just let the narrator talk.
No, because
Kind
you're
of
being a
anxiety
Yapatron
isn't
3000.
healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
No, let me go. No, let me go. Call 911.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
We've seen this a lot. Alright, guys, from the
Stanley walked
Twitch.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We haven't gone down this hallway. So let's try that.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
If I want to keep walking, huh? If I want to keep walking, buddy. Hey,
The
people
door
for the
behind him was not
Twitch.
shut. Stanley still had every opportunity
My
to turn
YouTube
around
video
and
is
get
fixing
back
to
on
end in a
track.
few minutes, so if you hear me say like
At this
signing
point,
off or
Stanley
something.
was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward
Yes.
and willingly confront his death.
Yes. And gato and sombrero. Ah! Ah! I didn't die. Ah, loser.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Loser, I
he
didn't die
reflected
yet.
that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ruh-roh, pooka-wook. Get me out of this thing!
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That didn't happen, buddy.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ow. Just like keep walking around. So let's look around. I might have to stop walking around because the YouTube video is fixing to end. Because I can only, record for about an hour each. Each time I'm going to record for an hour, each episode. So that's why most of them are like 59. So let's go ahead and go conclude this ending so we can keep getting endings,
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No, because I'm blind.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Oh, wow. What a game, chat. Alright, I'm going to end the YouTube video